What is good, everyone? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE News. Today, we have some awesome information from Ubisoft revealing their E3 2018 lineup. We also have a brand new deck building RPG coming to the Switch and a musical runner as well being announced for the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and get right into this. And we are starting off with Ubisoft announcing their E3 2018 lineup, guys, on the road to E3. So we have The Division 2, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and more headlining the show. So Ubisoft has announced the official E3 2018 lineup with some surprises that are going to be coming as well. This will all go down on June 12th through the 14th at the Los Angeles Convention Center E3 week, guys. So this year, Ubisoft will have new information and content to share on the following titles: Beyond Good and Evil 2, For Honor, so it looks like there's going to be an expansion or something like that, or maybe even For Honor 2, Skull and Bones, Starlink Battle for Atlas, which is confirmed for the Nintendo Switch, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, Transference, and Ubisoft has also teased that they are, quote, saving some surprises for the show. Now, Ubisoft will host its E3 2018 conference on Monday, June 11th at 1 p.m. PT/4 p.m. ET at the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles. A pre-show will start 45 minutes ahead of the press conference, and a post-show will feature a deeper dive into one of the games shown at the press conference. Users will be able to follow the event on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, and Twitter as well. So you guys are checking out some of the teaser stuff that they have here, and I'm excited to see what Ubisoft has to offer. Some surprises for the show. Last year, we know we had that awesome reveal of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, they haven't said there's going to be anything there, and we do know that the DK expansion, I think, will be out before then, or maybe right around the time. So I'm not sure if there's going to be anything for that game. But what about Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell? I think a lot of people have been talking about that coming back. We had that supposed Walmart leak that revealed Rage 2 beforehand, and Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell was on that list. So maybe that is some of the surprises that they have for us there. There's also Rayman. What are they doing with that franchise? It's been a while since Rayman Legends, and a lot of people really like that game. That game did sell a lot, well, across a bunch of different systems, but it did sell multiple millions in terms of total volume of sales. So maybe we have a new Rayman announced for the Switch, or new Rayman games announced for all the different platforms. So that would be exciting as well. So I'm looking forward to Ubisoft's conference. All the other stuff on here, not necessarily too hyped for, like For Honor, Skull and Bones. We'll see about Beyond Good and Evil 2 and The Division, but I'm excited to see some of the surprises that they have, and if they're going to bring back some of those classic franchises like Rayman into the mix. And Splinter Cell, I do like. I've played a lot of the Splinter Cell games, beat a lot of them, so we'll see what goes down with that franchise if that's there too. So what do you guys think about Ubisoft's E3 2018? How do you guys think they're going to do compared to everyone else? And what are you expecting them to show off, or what do you feel would be a surprise? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now moving into the next topic here, we have a brand new game announced for PC and Nintendo Switch, and it is a deck building roguelite RPG called A Long Way Down. So here's a little bit of an overview of the game. Dive into a dark and tormented world, challenge the sneaky master of the dungeon, collect cards, upgrade your stuff, and maybe you could escape the maze. Will you make smart choices and successfully convince your companions in misfortune? A Long Way Down is the perfect mashup between an RPG pinged roguelite and a deck building game. All the game levels are generated procedurally. It gives huge replay value to the game with new choices and situations on every iteration. Fights are based on deck building games, which involve tactical choices that can turn desperate fights into epic wins. So let's go over some of the key features as well. By virtue or by sin, you will be judged. Every choice has an impact. Craft the deck. The cards you choose will determine how you explore the dungeons and how you defend yourself from the horrors it contains. Battle the monsters that infest darkness. Great challenges as you go deeper into the dungeon. Meet many fellow adventurers down the dark. You will gain allies or make enemies. Traverse the maze. Use your cards to bridge gaps and defy dead ends as you travel through the maze. Upgrade your items and equipment. Collect rewards and use them to grow your power to take on what lies in the depths. Confront the evil overlord. every choice you make will affect the final battle. Can you defeat the mastermind in its lair? So this is like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of brought to a game and then kind of put with RPG mechanics, with decks, with cards. So that's cool. Now, the one thing that I just kind of get apprehensive about, guys, when it comes to these games, which they all look cool, but it's the whole procedurally generated and roguelite RPG elements, which means if you die or you don't progress, you start all over. Now, you guys know, or if you didn't know, if you're new, I really don't like games where you can't save your progress through. I don't like going through games in one run. It reminds me of the NES days where there were like no saves and you essentially had to either use password systems or you just had to beat the game in one sitting. I don't like those, considering how much I have to work and edit. I just don't have the time to be going through the games like that in one go. So I don't like stuff like that, and I'm hoping that there's some type of save point system or something like that, because there's a game like Wizards of Legend, for example, or Wizard of Legend, which I like the game. The gameplay is fun, but you have to go through it all in one. You keep your upgrades and stuff, but at the same time, you don't progress through and save throughout each one. So that's the one thing that I'm a little bit apprehensive about. But there are people who love those style of games, and the reason why Wizard of Legend is doing really well and other roguelike RPGs do so well, because people do like that style of game. They do like that roguelite style, I should say, more like it. They do like that, and this could be a great game that people pick up on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, we haven't had really much of a deck building game out there. You have like a Dungeons and Dragon vibe to it, defeating the dungeon overlord or anything like that. You got a lot of cool stuff. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of different cards you can pick from and kind of go through. So I'm excited about this one, just to have more variety on the Switch, and just to see the amount of games coming to the Switch is insane. Every time I go on the eShop, I just see a bunch of games that I've never heard of, which is for better or for worse. But either way, you can't say that there isn't a lack of choice when it comes to making your pick with some of these smaller games and some of these RPGs and stuff that's coming to the system. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out on the Nintendo Switch and PC, and especially with the whole deck building type of stuff. I think that fits the Nintendo Switch. I would love like a Pokemon the trading card game, or even like Magic the Gathering to come to Nintendo Switch. I think those would fit the system so well, considering it is a portable device in addition to a home console. So what do you guys think about all this when it comes to this new deck building roguelite RPG game, a long way down, coming to Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and now moving into the final topic here, we have a new musical runner game called Lost in Harmony, which is heading to the PC and the Nintendo Switch. So here's a little bit of an overview of the game. So Lost in Harmony is a fantastic musical runner that flawlessly bends a deep and emotional story into a rhythm game. This harmonious audio odyssey narrates the adventures of Kaito and Aya, two teenagers who brave many hardships and travel together across a beautiful, hand-drawn dream world while dodging obstacles and staying in harmony with the music. The unique and immersive soundtrack was imagined by famous game composer and singers such as Wyclef Jean, Okenen, Makino, Fumitake Igarashi, and Godspeed Vixis. So there are a bunch of great stuff in terms of composers and people who've done some awesome stuff in the video game industry and beyond. So I do want to talk about some of the key features here as you guys are checking out this teaser trailer. So rhyme and run. Experience music in a new way with the combination of choreographical music, rhythm tapping, and running. Strong story lore. Discover the emotional and gripping story from the co-creator of Valiant Hearts. Okay, interesting there. Musical experience. Moving and original soundtrack from well-known composers and singers. Hand-drawn graphics. Travel through 30+ breathtaking painted environments. Customization features. Customize your character's clothes, hat, headphone, and skateboard. So a lot of different stuff there. You can customize skateboards and all sorts of stuff. And once again, just like the last game that we talked about here, it's cool to see a variety of different types of games coming. And you guys all know, because I love Runner 3 on the Nintendo Switch, which is a musical platformer type of game. So I'll definitely be checking out Lost in Harmony, because I like these styles of games when it comes to the musical and platforming and kind of doing that to progress through a level. It's just fun to play those type of games, and I'll play them all the time, just like I love like Runner 2 and Runner 3 and all of those games. So another game that could potentially be good coming to Nintendo Switch. We're getting a flurry of games in May. There's so much stuff, and there's even more games being announced. This is exciting before E3 2018, so it's going to be interesting to see what comes the rest of the year, especially at E3 for the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about all these different games that we discussed, from Lost in Harmony to A Long Way Down, and also Ubisoft's E3 2018 press conference lineup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship, in addition to PE Arena, where we play games as a community for up to 3 hours on Saturdays. So check out the links in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.